Hey everybody, it's Dan with the Outdoor Trade Show Network. It is Sunday. It's time for We Carry You Matter. I'm with a couple of good friends of mine here. I'm with Jesse and Dan, and we're going to talk about Freedom Baits, microplastics for panfish, and we're going to talk about the end of the ice fishing season. You guys have been doing a lot of ice fishing, and Jesse, Dan, you guys are the guys that I come to get all my knowledge from. So with that, I'm going to let these guys, because I'm going to take the camera and show a lot of what you guys got going here. We've done a couple others, Dan, and we're going to talk about more because the stuff that you make works so. I mean, the stuff that he makes works so well. I mean, I did great last summer catching panfish with my grandson, but I know you guys have hit it pretty hard this winter with the ice fishing. Jesse, you could talk about what's going on. Let's do this here. I got better, everybody, so we're going to go there where Jesse's got. Green Water Walleyes Guide Service. You're on Petenwell and Castle Rock.
Yep, Central
Redstone,
Wisconsin.
Central Wisconsin. You do a lot of guiding, so you can talk. You're on the water every day.
Yeah, it's
or on
been,
the ice every day.
The last month has been crazy. The bite is really good. Actually, the panfish bite is really, really good. The floge has been a little bit slower this year. There's a lot of natural food in there for them.
Okay.
A lot of guys are saying it's fished out. It's not fished out.
There's
a lot of fish there. There's too much food. It's kind of like on Redstone too here, where there's a lot of shad, but there's still when the shad comes through, so do the crappies, So it's and a lot of the crappies,
thick.
You're catching, let's say 10 to 12 inch crappies, but there's a lot of smaller bait fish in there which they can feed on. That's why the microplastics work so good on it.
Right. And I've heard that too, that they're fished out. They're not, because
It's
everything
not,
he
no.
catches they're
Yeah,
healthy.
like for instance, a couple weeks ago on
good meat on them.
on Castle Rock and Petenwell both. I mean, you catch a walleye and they got small sheephead in them,
Yeah.
like 7, 8, 9 sheephead in them. You don't want to eat when you're full, do you?
No.
So that's.
No,
I mean, you get certain windows each day when they're gonna bite. So you got to be there when they're feeding. And there's fish there to be caught.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and run the camera, and then you guys talk about what we got going here with the plastics, because, like I said, you gave me a year ago some plastics, and I use them all the time, and I catch a lot of fish with them. So that's why, and I enjoy coming up here. So, Jesse, you guys can talk about what you got. I'm going to go around and play cameraman.
Go ahead. All right, I'm Dan, owner of Freedom Baits Plastics. We make a lot of unique stuff. We've got 6 of them, and then we've got some stuff that's just normal, everyday stuff. But our Freedom Baits line is the Destroyer, the Tomahawk, the Patriot. This little guy right here, the Apache, and he is a killer for ice fishing. And we have the Destroyer 2, which is right here, which is just half of the Destroyer.
Well, didn't I see where some guys won some tournaments using these plastics this winter?
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, a couple of my good friends took second place up on Lake Onalaska fishing the Apache. And they did really. We all did really good all weekend long, but them guys were able to get on them, and that was their success with the bait. We also have kits available. We've got a Freedom Baits kit, and then we have a Apache kit, which the Apache kits have 12 colors, and then they have 12 baits of each color.
It's the dynamite bluegill bait.
Dynamite bluegill.
Yeah, that
bait.
is the ultimate bait when it's
Jesse?
the Apaches here. Here's a small. This is an orange colored one here.
School bus.
School bus, yeah. But when it's a finicky bite and you got to use a microplastic, that is the ultimate bluegill bait right there.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's just like you're hooking a fathead minnow in the summertime. I just hook it through the head like that and just leave the whole body hang off of it. And they'll pull it in half once in a while, but when you have to downsize, especially this winter with all the weather, hot, cold fronts and everything coming through, that is the ultimate bait to downsize to your jig. And you can use it you use smaller jigs than I do. I mean, you can use it on a 2 all the way up to a 5 millimeter.
Jesse, I noticed you catch a lot of white bass. What do you make? What works great with your white bass? I see you got a lot of
Yeah.
fish with white bass.
A lot of white. Actually, there's been white crappies this year.
White
a lot of white
crappie, okay.
crappies. Yeah, you catch them. Some days they want like a minnow profile bait. Other days, this is a hot one here. He made me all the purple and all white with purple fleck in them. That was a good bait. Seemed like anything white this year was really good.
Is that with the clear water?
Yeah, gin clear water. Yeah, or red. Red is always good. Like when we were catching the bluegills and the Apaches, it's a cinnamon color. And it's just got gold fleck in it.
Yeah.
Red with gold fleck in it. That is a dynamite
That's
bait
this
too.
color right here. You zoom in on it.
Yeah. Seemed like red was the ultimate for bluegills for quite a while there.
Yeah, red seems to work good because it's.
Yeah, that works good on dingy water and clear water too.
Yeah.
But on the clear water, it seems like white was really good. Or something with purple, white, a real white color with a little bit of purple fleck in it. That was really good.
Question I get is rigging them. I get a lot of people after we do this now. They'll ask me questions how to rig them. What's the best way to rig them?
Well, rigging them, some of the bigger ones, you can thread them. Some guys will like to wacky rig them, which is basically just
That's a great. I like
sticking
that
them
way.
in the middle.
That's what works best.
Yeah, that's a good way for
It
crappies.
really works well during the springtime, summertime for fishing crappies.
We're good for bluegills too.
Yep, bluegills too. Some of the smaller stuff, which I ain't got any of them out. Grab one of them out of there. We'll show how to do one of these little guys.
Well, you said you had some guys in Texas that are catching crappies right now.
Yep.
What are they? What you said they reordered again?
Yeah, they reordered again. They've been fishing our plastics for a year now. They've been using the Stinger. Have caught some. I think I got some pictures sent from them. They're using the Destroyer down there, so that's huge because a lot of this stuff was designed for up here in Wisconsin and the Ice Belt region, but it's really cool to see somebody from like Texas using our plastic and really doing well on it.
These would be These are going to be a good killer
Yep.
there. We caught a lot of crappies on them last year.
Now
Yeah.
to rig these little small ones, it's real hard to thread them. So a lot of times what we do is we lay them down in the finger and we just nose hook them,
Just like you do with a summertime.
and then you turn
Yeah.
around and you spin them back through and you bring them
Bring them
back
back.
through the body, and then that way they won't pivot on your hook.
And they won't pull them off your hooks. Or
Yeah,
No,
a
they
lot,
won't pull
a
'em
lot of
off.
times if your plastics are sitting crooked on your jig, they will not touch it. You straighten it out, straighten your jig
And
out,
it's amazing.
drop it down, and bam, they hit it right away.
What's really unique about the Apache is you can break it down.
Take the head
You
part
can
off.
pop that head off, and now you got this littler profile.
Oh, nice. And that works too.
And that works unbelievably well that way. If they're
You'd be
not,
surprised how finicky a bluegill can be. They'll chase your bait, and if you downsize the right size they want and a chunk of plastic on her, even with like this here, you just take this instead of using the whole thing, snip off 4 or 5 beads and just kind of nose hook that and use that little bit. That's all they want sometimes. They can be finicky big time.
you can do the same thing with
That's
the
right.
tomahawk. A lot of guys will, if they're really interested in coming up and looking at it, they can peel that off and do it the same way. Just poke the flat, and then
That's what-
spin it back around.
Well, I'm not going to try to take business away, but I've used your Destroyer there and I cut them in half. Now I got 2 baits.
Yeah, that works
Yeah.
too.
That's how we
So
were
now-
catching the crappies the other day, just like that. White and pink. Almost
White and
kind of,
pink.
what do you have? This is like a swirl kind of, isn't it? Or a two-tone.
It's a bleeder.
Yeah,
It's a
bleeder.
custom color.
Where it's
That
got
we
red.
make.
You can do that with the same thing. Just chop the head off of it. Just use the thinner part of the body. You can really get the super motion on that. And it seems like the last couple of days too, they wanted it moving. So you're constantly swimming it, don't stop. They chase it. You stop thinking they're going to hit it. They don't. They drop right back down. You got to keep swimming it. Keep them coming. If they drop down, drop below them. Just keep swimming it back up. Usually about the second or third time, boom, they hit it.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna come back and sit with you guys. Let me get this here. The one thing I noticed, you're talking, we got what, maybe 2 or 3 weeks of ice fishing. It's 60 degrees out there right now
Yeah.
today.
I would
So-
say a week. You go north of here, like up on Petenwall and Castle Rock, there might be a few days left or a week left. But I'm going to say down, it's getting pretty ugly here. I mean, not so much the main portion of the ice. Well,
getting out on
it's
it.
getting out on it. The edges are getting bad.
The edges are
It's
bad.
not.
It's not safe.
Don't risk it. Yeah.
When are you gonna start hitting below the dam? Pretty soon?
I leave next week for Erie for a
Okay.
week, and then as soon as I get back, I'll start right.
You'll be below the
I'll be
dam.
back. Yeah, we'll be fishing all the open water. Matter of fact, today I gotta plug my boat in and stuff, and take it up to the marina and get a few things done, and then it'll be ready to go. Because the way it looks like the next 2 weeks, it's just gonna get warmer and warmer and warmer. So
Right, so we're gonna lose ice. The
Yeah.
walleyes will be moving.
guys are itching to get in the boat. I mean,
Yeah.
I already booked a lot of trips for this spring. I only had, matter of fact, April and May, I probably maybe have 10 days left.
Okay. Okay.
With ice out coming soon, I'd like to mention about the Freedom Baits plastic stuff. Don't put this stuff away and think that it's strictly for ice fishing. You guys can use this stuff all summer long. You just upsize your hook, and you guys will be really successful. Fish it under a slip bobber.
Rocket bobber.
Last year, rocket bobber. Last year, I was trolling with it, and with no bobber at all, and it was, if you match it up for the right speed, we were crushing crappies.
Right
on
here, this
stuff.
is a dynamite crappie, especially Redstone, Castle Rock, also 1/8 jig, 16-ounce jig, and just pitching it along the rocks or pitching it in the wood and all that. This is a dynamite bait.
I had luck last year. We were 7-8 feet of water. The bluegills had moved out on Wabisa, and they had a slip bobber out there and a little bit of chop on the water.
Yeah.
And that little bit of chop did all the work.
Oh,
yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's
We
better
did real
off
well.
just like
Just-
even like a couple of days there where it was cold front here this last couple of weeks where they would come in and just sit there and stare at it. A lot of times you would just let dead stick it kind of. The same thing they do in the summertime with walleyes. Just drop a rig down or reel it a couple inches off the bottom. Just let it sit. Don't
Let
put
it
no
sit.
motion in it. A lot of times that's what they want. They don't want nothing moving.
Yeah, they can be finicky, can't they?
Oh yeah, terrible.
Terrible. What else do we got, guys? We can talk about more than just
Colors. It's not
colors.
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 We
Different
got
colors.
19 available colors, and I'm planning on opening up some more regular colors. We've got multiple custom colors. Here's one of them right here. We can do it in black and pink. We can do it in red and white.
School bus.
School bus in this orange. Every bait
Cinnamon.
does something a little different. We've done some fancy stuff with the minnow. It's a little difficult, but it can be done.
The ones you made me last year, the blue body with the chartreuse tail.
Yep.
Those are really,
Firecracker.
yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, firecracker.
Could somebody get a hold of you and order custom color?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. They can message us through our
All your
website,
different.
or they can go to our website and they can go to Facebook page.
I should have taken a picture back there with all the different colors you got. You
Yeah.
got just about every color known to mankind plus combination on the wall back there.
Right. Right.
You got a lot. There's a lot back there. I mean,
Yeah.
you do.
Or even if somebody's looking to sell them in their shop too.
Yeah.
If they got
That's
Looking
the
for
big-
retail-
that's where I
retail
was gonna get to
shops.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, retail shops are huge. I got a guy who been working for me over on the east part of the state of Wisconsin, and we've got, I think, 5 or 6 stores in Michigan,
Nice.
on the west side, and he's been killing it, and things have been going good. A lot of big things coming.
There's my friend Mike Tamburino just said, Danny boy, good to see you. Mike, it's good to see you too. Where are you at in the world right now? Mike's probably on a ship somewhere here.
Really?
So, yeah. What else have we got, guys? What else? Well, here, let's get to this.
and you could
You're going to have a TV channel
Yep.
on our TV network,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll be able to go and get discounts on, I don't know, what do we want to run on? We're on discounts on your,
We could probably do some discounts on the kits,
okay.
which the
We could
kits,
do discounts on
retail
kits.
right now at $29.99, and we'll figure
We
out
need
some
subscribers.
pricing on. Yep.
So we're going to have firearms. We're selling airplanes. We're selling airplanes now, and then we'll have Freedom Baits right below the
Yeah,
airplanes.
there you
So
go.
Freedom Baits.
That's pretty good.
And anybody else that wants to sell anything on TV, get a hold of me.
Yeah.
Get you a TV channel. We want to sell products. We want to sell stuff. What else have we got? You guys are being quiet here. I was hoping.
We're kind of bummed out the ice season's done, but
Yeah,
not
I
really.
know. Well, it's warming up too.
Yeah.
It's sometimes it's nice to see those temperatures get a little warmer.
We
Man,
had
the action's so good right now, though.
I know. This is really a good time. You got water running in the holes.
yeah.
A little bit of oxygen coming in.
Yeah, wood ducks are back, and robins are back,
Yeah.
and
I haven't seen a robin yet.
yeah, there was the other night when we were grocery shopping. I
Okay.
see a bunch of them running in the parking lot, and I see some wood ducks the other day sitting in a bunch of ducks sitting by the house there, and there's 3 wood ducks sitting with them.
Yeah, we went up to Lake in Alaska yesterday, and there was like
Waterfall galore.
it started out a little rough, running around looking for fish and where we wanted to go, and we found a real bad area we couldn't get to, and then we ended up coming back to where we were kind of originally started in a bay, and we was up there with S2S Outdoors, and I had a few guys with me up there, and we ended up putting a clinic.
You did.
Yeah.
Ray's good.
Yeah.
Ray gets going. Ray's pretty good.
Yep.
So, well, let me do this. I'm going to go back around. We're going to show this stuff off again. And I'm going to mention again, I need subscribers. We need subscribers with our Go to the Outdoor. The other one is this here. Go to the OutdoorTradeShowNetwork.com. We need subscribers. You're going to have your own TV channel. Jesse, what about you? What's going on with Jesse?
No, just getting ready for the open water season now. We, finish it out. I might go tomorrow, one more day ice fishing, but I might not. I might put everything away, but no, I got open water. A few days left for the open water for April and May, but other than that, I think I'm gonna do a few more. I don't know, maybe some more muskie trips this year, more than last year.
Okay.
Gonna jump that up a little bit more because I have a lot of guys calling about muskie fish. We're still gonna stick around the panfish and walleyes and all that.
Okay. And another one I want to explain, let me do this here. If anybody's got a question about fishing in the central part of the state, you're the guy
Yeah,
kind of.
a lot of guys call and ask, oh, I don't mean to bother you. I want to ask you about this. That's fine. Feel free to call,
And call Dan here at the bait shop.
Yep.
Here's another one. Get a hold of Dan. I'm going to play this here. I like playing with the buttons here, but get a hold of you here at the bait shop because you got guys stopping in here all the time telling you what's going on. And you are pretty much right here in the middle of the state.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty.
Look at those
pretty
guys
much right here.
stopped in today. Where's Lake Redstone?
Yeah.
We all laughed about it because
I
it's
know.
only a mile
right
away.
Here. It's right here. So I'm going to go around and show you stuff. We'll show the goodies. Explain to everybody what they're seeing before we get done, Dan.
Microplastics.
Microplastics and the kits.
And the kits.
Yeah, here's the Apache kit. They even got it glow.
Nice.
Yeah, they don't want one color, switch it out to the next.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me set that down there. I guess what I want to tell everybody, here, let me get in here. What I want to tell everybody is this. Your stuff works. I used it all last summer. It was like, we had a good time. They work just about anywhere in the world. You could catch fish on these pretty much anywhere in the world, not in central part or middle of Wisconsin. And we need subscribers. What else? You need people going to your website.
We need people going to the website
And picking up some
plastics.
Some
and
plastics.
Getting out there fishing.
What a lot of people don't realize too is people don't want to switch to plastics. Everybody wants to use live bait. The thing is I did this with Midwest Outdoors too, and custom jigs and spin and beef fishing tackle. A lot of guys are afraid to do that change. A lot of times your bigger fish come on plastics.
They do.
And you might not get as many bites, but it's the fish that you want, the quality fish. And there's so many different, look at all the different colors you can use or make
That's
up.
not even
it's
close to what you got over here.
That wall is
sky's the
insane.
limit with
Yeah.
colors.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit with colors.
And then there's some big oops colors once in a while that kind of turn out. We're like, oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
and they end up working.
Oh yeah, they work.
End up
Remember those
working.
the purple and green ones you brought over? Like, I'll never sell these. Well, there's a whole box of them back there now.
Yeah, people want them, people use them. Other than that, we don't have any questions, and I guess what I want to share with everybody is we need subscribers. Number one, number two, if you've got a product, you got a service has to do with the outdoors. I enjoy doing this. I'd like to talk to everybody about what you got going on, what you're doing. If it's the outdoors, product services with the outdoors.
There's so much new stuff out there nowadays.
Oh, it's
Look
incredible.
what even like
It's amazing.
what we started out with earlier this year, the ice season. Now some of the stuff that's coming out now that it's incredible. Now next year it'll be outdated again. You know, you'll be talking.
Yeah.
You know, everybody was huge on the Panoptics. Now it's that. What is the new? They have a new shallow water version of it now too that just came out here a week ago.
Oh,
And
no
that's-
kidding.
oh,
I didn't
yeah.
know about that. What is that, Jesse?
I don't know. I didn't really read too much on it. You know, it's a new, just something you can download or something new that they have, a transducer or something new for it.
Well,
And I mean, the live scope thing is a big thing. You know, everybody live scope. Well, now they got this. It's 10 times clearer in it. You know, Humminbird 360. Look at in mega imaging, all that.
oh,
I mean,
those things are incredible.
if there was a quarter on the bottom, you could pretty much read
Those
what it
things
is
are-
on the bottom.
They're
now.
amazing. And then the other one, I met a guy at the Wisconsin Fishing Show that you got a camera. You can put on a leader. He's got a camera that
Oh, yeah.
syncs to your
They show that
phone.
where the salmon were following the baits.
Oh, it
or-
shows everything.
Yeah,
And-
they show
and you
the
can see your
strike and
bait.
everything. Yeah.
Oh, and it's a beautiful picture.
The cool part I watched that is they had the salmon one. They're in Sheboygan. They're trolling, and they went 2.8 miles before they made a turn. So they had two salmon following that whole ways. As soon as they turned and then baits sped up and left them, boom, boom.
They hit 'em both.
They see both rods go. He says that's all. He goes. How many times have you went in a straight line? That's what he was trying to educate is you got a zigzag turn. He says a lot of times, if you're just going
That's
in a
when
straight
you get
line,
the
they're
strike,
just
yeah.
you turn a little bit, it's leaving them. They think, oh, it's getting away. Boom, they hit
Boom.
it.
Yeah, and
It's
I
almost
watched,
like
yeah.
your plastics. Let's say you get a crappie up high, he drops down, and he's burning it up really fast, and he thinks it's leaving him. They'll shoot right up to it,
Yeah,
and
they
boom.
will. No, it's pretty neat though.
good
They got
stuff.
a camera you put on your line.
Yeah.
And it's not a cheap picture. It's
No.
a really nice picture.
Yeah, that's
So-
pretty cool. I watched it a couple times.
I was like,
I like the
this
big
is-
northern ones where it's following the
Oh
spoon. And all
man.
of a sudden, this big pike comes out of the middle of nowhere. You just see this ball, boom, grab
Yeah, that's it.
Then you see the fish fighting on, the back of it.
I was like, and it's just going to get better.
Yeah.
This stuff's just going to.
Fish don't stand a chance nowadays. That's the two old guys I had a couple days ago. They never used electronics forever. So I set them up. Each got a Humminbird. And the old guy turns around and he goes, these fish don't stand a chance anymore. I said, that's not even, you ought to see the new stuff. He goes, I'm old school. He goes, whatever happened to your little foam bobber that you would use? I said, yeah, you don't do that anymore.
Yeah. Well, and then now you got the guys too. We got turkey hunting coming up.
Oh, yeah.
And you could put a camera on your scope.
Yeah.
Or they put cameras on
A
there.
lot of them are doing that, getting behind the fan. They, have
Oh,
the fan
those
and all
are
that.
incredible.
Yeah.
I can watch those all day long where they got the guy behind the fan walking out in the field.
Yeah, that's it.
And there had to have been alcohol involved to come up with that. Whoever the guy was that came
I know
up
some
with
areas
that.
that you wouldn't want to walk out with one of those. You probably get shot.
Yeah, there's some of the public
Some,
areas.
some colors are made.
Oh, Lordy. Okay. Are we going to finish up?
I think so.
We're going to try to do this once a month. I enjoy coming here.
If you want to do it a couple more,
Okay.
Doesn't
I wanna
bother me.
Do this once a month because a month from now you're going to be full bore into the walleye,
Yeah.
and you're going to have it's going to get
Ugly.
it'll get ugly. It'll
Yeah.
be fun though.
I can't wait. I drove by the river yesterday. I said, I can't be driving by the river. I said, there's
Gotta
a
get
couple
the
days
boat.
left to ice fishing.
Get the boat in. So with that, we're going to say goodbye, everybody.
All right.
Yep.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.
All right. Have a good
Thanks.
night.